Hello and welcome back to Minecraft Direwolf20 pack. Alright, so last time we were working on getting some create going, just a little bit. We've got our encased fan, we have our water wheel. What we don't have is water for either end of it because we ran out of iron to make a bucket. Well, I went and I found a bit more iron. I found another little nodule of 8. So we got that. I've made a little bit more andesite alloy from some of our remaining iron ingots. I went back out into the water, grabbed a little more andesite. Because today we are going to start trying to make iron from cobblestone. That is the goal. In order to start with that goal, we need a bucket. And now we have a bucket. Let's go put our bucket to use. Let's actually be smart about this. I know we haven't really moved into our new house yet. We really should. But we'll do that after we've got this going. Looks like our tree farm is, or tree farm, I call it, is fully grown. So we'll be able to harvest that whenever we want. Let's come and grab a little bit of water. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make an infinite water source just so we don't have to run back and forth continuously, as we need water. And at the moment, yes, this was kind of pointless. I only needed 2 things of water, and it's going to take 2 to make the infinite source. But, as I need water in the future, there will now be a closer source at hand instead. So, here we go. Alright, now, let's get the water wheel going. Excellent. Is that blowing the direction I want? Actually, here, let's pick that up. Yes, it is in fact going the direction I want. Beautiful. So now I should be able to do something like grab some... you know what? We're not going to do that just yet. We want a depot there. Ideally, we want a depot right there. I believe I have enough andesite alloy now to make a depot. So yeah, it is just a casing and more andesite. Okay. Oh, I already have the log in my inventory because I prepared for a casing. So we will strip the log, apply an alloy, pick it up. We will go alloy and casing, depot. And now, we should be able to just be like that. I am now stuck because I'm an idiot. Alright. And depot. Alright, so now I'll be able to just put the gravel there and have that ready to go. Now the question becomes, how do I move on to the next step? That is a good question, because I think the next step here is going to be a millstone. I'll need to think about that for a moment. But for now, let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and grab some gravel. Now it is a low chance to get iron from the gravel. But when you're working with an abundant resource like cobblestone, that with that mill we will be able to turn into the gravel. Low chance doesn't matter so much. Here we go. Let's just kind of... Oh. And of course the first one would just turn straight into, flint. And it's like, yeah, normally you're looking for flint. Yeah, no, that's not what I was looking for this time. Okay, thanks. Alright. Grab a little bit of this. And we'll just demonstrate, because I'm not necessarily looking to go all in on it just yet. Well, let's grab one. Yeah, let's just grab a couple more. I would like 16. 16 seems like a good number to start with. Here we go. All right, so I have 16 gravel. We're not going to get much out of it, if anything, but it should make for a good demonstration. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we're going to need more andesite, because we're going to need more andesite alloy, and we'll need to figure out how to modify our existing setup to make a mill. I think I can kind of see how I can do that. I can always go out the other side. Alright, so we can just place it right there. As you can see, it's got a little particle effect going on. It is washing. That will take a few moments. What I could probably do is... Oh, okay, I guess it must have processed. We can come out this side. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, we got a couple additional because we only had 4 left, and so we got 2. It stacked in there. So out of that 16, we got 2 iron nuggets, which, as you can see, isn't much, but it is providing a way for us to get additional iron at relatively low cost. And once we have the mill, it'll be even lower cost. That sun is going down. All right, I'm going to come back when I'm ready to make the mill and get it set up. It will be just a moment. All right, I am back. I killed a drowned and got this helmet, so I think we're going to do that. Go ahead and throw that on. Let's see. We need to do a few things here. I went and got more andesite, made a bit more andesite alloy with our remaining nuggets. We're going to do that, because we're going to need a casing. There we go. We got a casing. I need a stone. And I am going to need... I do not have enough wood. Is that just flat out true? That is just flat out true. Well, we were just talking about the fact that all of our little trees over here grew. Well, almost all. So, good. That means we will have a bit more to work with here. Boop. And we can boop there. We'll just drop one of you there. Good. That'll do for the moment. Oh, I still need to replace that shovel, too. Well, I'll be able to start working with iron tools soon, so as long as I don't need it before then. Because having a nigh-on infinite source of iron is going to be important. What was I doing? Oh, right. I needed these guys. Because I need... Oh, actually, you know what? I did have enough. I forgot. For some reason, I was thinking about the large ones. I need a little cogwheel. And then I need you and you. There is our mill. Excellent. Now, we are going to need a way to get it working. So I think I'm actually going to need a vertical gearbox. So I'm going to need another casing and 4 more of them. So I did need more of these anyway. 4 more of those. And another casing. So another casing means another log. Stripped. And with an andesite applied. There we go. I am actually going to need some more shafts as well. So there we go. We had that's all our andesite. Where's my gears? There's my gears. You, and I want you to be vertical. Thank you. All right. So now we're going to come over here. We have got this guy, which we should be able to do that. We should be able to go vertical gearbox ahoy. And I believe I should... Is it this? No, I think it's this. There we go. Large cogwheel. This way. I will be able to go right there with you. Excellent. And the millstone. Right there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now I can take cobblestone, like a full stack, and drop it in there. And that's going to grind. Alright. And then once that's done grinding, I can pull out a full stack of gravel, stick it here, be able to get a bunch of iron. The main part is then going to be automating this process. Look at that, embrace the grind. Yay. Now, the other thing I'll be able to do is I will be able to use this to turn that wheat we got into flour, then pop it in the depot here. That flour will automatically be turned into dough, and then I will just have to cook it, and I will get a lot more bread out of it. I will also get a bunch of the seeds, so that will be useful as well. We will come back once we are ready to do some more of this stuff. We're basically just waiting on stuff to process. We have a very slow power supply at the moment, so things are going to be very slow for a bit. But we'll be back in just a moment. Alright, our gravel is just about ready. As you can see, I've pulled 60 out of it already. We are basically just waiting on the last 4. I've worn a bunch of my tools down. I was chopping down trees, that sort of thing, getting ourselves some more logs to work with. You know, just some boring resource acquisition, you know, in the background here. You can tell it is still processing because it's still got the little particles. Let's see what we got. We're up to 63. It's on the last one. So, any moment now, these particles should stop, and just like that, there we go. We now have a full 64 stack. Of course, we have our wheat we still need to process, so let's go ahead and toss that in. I believe that is going to be faster. This whole thing is ungodly slow. Like, it is functional, it is not fast. So, we have gravel. We can put a full stack on there, it'll process. We'll come back and look at that again in a minute. And this guy here, so let's see if we've got anything yet. Yeah, we got 4 wheat flour already, some wheat seeds. And this stuff, as you can see, you can combine directly with a water bucket to make dough, or we can use our bulk washing to just turn it into dough, a lot easier. And then, of course, our dough can be cooked on up into bread. Just that easy. Of course, we could also do it with this, but we don't have the stuff for another fan yet, and it's going to be a bit before we do. But as you can see, this is much faster. You sometimes get more flour out than you get wheat in, so it is a very good method for making bread, because you get a lot more bread out of the wheat. Even if it only gives you 1 flour, you're using 1 wheat per bread instead of 3. So you're tripling your bread output just like that. And of course, like I said, sometimes it gives you more flour. So you're getting more than 1 bread per wheat. The exact ratio I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Let's see, can we actually see, like, alright, so this, it shows 25% chance to get up to 2 additional wheat flour, and look at that. What about this guy? 25% chance to get 2. Yeah, so, okay. So it is a case of you have a 25% chance to get up to 3 out of this guy. So we're already up to 22. I think when it hits that 27 that we put in... Oh, actually, let's take a look. All right, we're done here. I have no iron nuggets left in my inventory. So, bam. All right, we got 10 iron nuggets and 10 flint out of a stack of 64 cobblestone. That's not much, but you know what it is enough for? It is enough for 1 more iron nugget. Or iron ingot, I mean. There we go. And that gives us 6. So now I can actually be like, give me an iron pick, and also give me an iron hammer. There we go. And I don't mind upgrading my tools to iron now, because I now theoretically have an infinite source. All it takes is cobblestone, which, if we really need to, we can go hunt down some lava and make ourselves a cobblestone generator. But that's, of course, ignoring the fact that we're just surrounded by cobblestone. So, all right, so we have 39 at the moment, really? Oh, there we go, it's done. Oh, no, it's not done. I had just accidentally pulled the last 2 out. You know what? We're going to wait. We're going to wait for these last 2 to process. And then we will see what 27 wheat in gets us out. But we've already got like 9 seeds. Look at that. Just seeds for nothing. There we go. All right, so we got 42 out. That's pretty good. I'm not sure exactly what that ratio is, but let's think a moment. So 27, so double 27 would be 50-something, 54. So it's not double. Half again would be 30, 42 or 3. 42-ish. So it's more than half again. So not too bad, not too bad. All right, so look at that. We've already turned it into dough. 42, yeah, that's pretty much right. Okay, and we'll just pop the dough in. We will start getting bread, and then we will be able to eat again. I should probably make a little farm, but that's not something I'm going to worry about on camera. Not unless I'm going to automate it or something. But I do believe we easily have another stack of cobblestone. And I can now come over here, toss into this guy, and let that process. Now this will be a lot better, not only when we speed it up, but it'll also be a lot better once we automate it, which is something we will be able to do. We're just going to need more resources to do it. So that is good. This is good as well. Boom, like so. And we'll wait and see if we need to eat again. Nope, we're good. All right. Just like that. We're golden. All right, so now we need to figure out what exactly we want to do next. Ideally, I would like to at least automate it. Well, I suppose maybe I should say at least speed it up. But that said, we should also figure out what we want to start spending our iron on, because I've only got a couple more tools to upgrade. And yes, some iron will be needed to upgrade this setup, but we could also start looking at mechanism. Now, I think, unfortunately, though, our big problem with mechanism is gonna be something else entirely. So we got the enrichment chamber here. Yeah, it's gonna be getting the steel, I think. Steel dust. Metallurgic infuser, right. I'm just kind of refamiliarizing myself. Osmium. We don't have any osmium yet. So let's see, where do we get ye old osmium? I mean, that's all great and everything, but I was looking for the osmium ore. Alright, let's, tin ore, deeply osmium. There we go. And it doesn't have... It doesn't have the level on it. Darn, I was hoping it would tell me what levels to look at it is, like, look for it at, there we go, just like the iron did. That needs to be slightly fixed. So we're kind of out on that until we can find some osmium. We could stick with create a little bit longer. because it does have some ore doubling mechanics in the crushing wheel. But to get the crushing wheel, we need these guys, these mechanical crafters, and a heck of a lot more power. And in order to do that, we need this polished rose quartz, which of course is the rose quartz with a bunch of that. Now we might have had enough, not enough though. I think there was only 4 pieces of the nether quartz in the blimp thing there, the airship. And there was only 20 pieces of redstone. So there's not even enough redstone there to do that with the quartz. So that's not really an option yet. We could just get things kind of going. Oh, there was one other thing I kind of wanted to look at. If you look at the uses here, so we've got these, bulk hunting things. So if we do these soul fires, I think that's what they're called, right? Yeah. Soul campfire. So we just need either soul soil or soul sand. So if I look at soul sand, of course we can make it by the bulk hunting. So once we have it, that's fine. Bastion, no. Crusher, no. Material, no. Block conversion, no. Rock crushing, no. Alright, so what about the soul soil? That, of course, is that. Let's just see. Enrichment. Precision sawmill. We're sure there's nothing here for this? Well, I don't know what this guy is. Conjuration something or other. No. Let's just kind of go through. Where do you... Sludge refiner. Ooh, industrial foregoing has a bunch of stuff that gives you things. I kind of forgot about that. Oh, and we could get a tree farm out of it, which will make the sludge, which you can then refine. We'll need some gold. Ooh, that takes brass or bronze. But we can get that just from tin and copper. That's not too bad. And of course, the gold we can actually get from the washing as well. Red sand or soul sand. Or of course that. So the red sand, we can probably find places. Crushed cliff. Oh, right. We can crush granite or terracotta to get red sand. And then we can use the red sand. Not that one. Not that one. That one. To get gold nuggets. So even without finding gold, we have the resources already set up to make gold. Like literally there's a bunch of clay out there. We can turn it into terracotta and then crush it into the red sand, wash it, get gold. Simple as. So I might work on that between episodes, but getting some of the industrial foregoing stuff might be good. At Indust. Alright. So I know we need to start with the resin extractor, or whatever it's called. Fluid extractor. Here we go. This is where we need to start. The light-weighted pressure plate is gold. Oh, we need some redstone. We could go back to the airship for it. Piston, which will still need a little bit of redstone. So we're going to need some redstone regardless. We might actually find some of the gold while we're looking for the redstone. Alright, so what do we got here? So starting around Y16, it's just that flat chance, and then as we go down below 32, it looks like? No, it looks like below negative 35. See, I don't like these negative things. There's a lot of change. Oh, let's get inside real quick. And this is what happens when you stand around outside doing that. Now, we still haven't moved into our new house yet, by the way. Alright. That should clear up the weather, too. Good. Alright. Yeah, I'm thinking it's time for some mining. I was kind of hoping to make this episode a little longer, but I guess it's kind of make up for the fact that the last one was ran over. This one will run a little short. So we have a plan. We have gotten deep enough into create that we effectively have infinite iron, theoretically. We have a much better source of bread. We are technically advanced enough we have infinite gold. We just haven't actually made it yet. Because all we need to do is get some of the clay, turn it into terracotta, or just go down and get some of the, what's that stuff called? The granite. The granite can be crushed into it as well. So either of those will turn into the red sand, which you can then wash for gold. So we're good on iron, gold, and bread. I will get a farm set up for the wheat in between episodes. I will probably also go back over to the village and see if any of the crops over there are ready to be harvested for my own sake yet. Other than that, I'll probably do some mining looking for some redstone. And I think next episode we will get into industrial foregoing. Because that's going to be a good source of infinite materials as well. But that is going to do it for this episode. So, until next time, have a good one.